The school of champions, we laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm at Sabia, Indian, again, I'm telling them that Collinsville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collinsville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a Kahok. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1 and 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the chief and crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right, now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
All the freshmen,
High school, champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Edwardsville High School. As we get you ready for a little Southwestern Conference girls volleyball action, as your Collinsville Kahawks get ready to take on the host Edwardsville Lady Tigers. I am Todd Duke, and we welcome you in to the the pregame show brought to you today by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives, all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville at 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. Give them a call at 343-3602 or online at chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Well, we are on way early. I know my thing on the Facebook page today said we'd be on about 5:40 with the pregame. 6 o'clock is game time, but that always depends on the junior varsity game, and the junior varsity game went by lickety-split. Edwardsville took both sets to end the JV Kahawks night a little early. 25-12 and 25-11 were the final scores in that contest, so we're hoping to maybe exact a little revenge for the JV girls as the varsity girls get ready to take the floor. Collinsville comes in at 1-3 under their first-year head coach Katie McCarthy. Edwardsville, they come in at 1-0. That's right, they've only played one game, and that was Tuesday night in their season opener at O'Fallon. They won 25-13 and 25-20. So this is Edwardsville's home opener. I had a chance just a little while ago to catch up with our Collinsville Lady Kahawk volleyball head coach Katie McCarthy, and we will pass that conversation on to you next as the Chiropractic Works pregame show continues here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full body approach, whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene with Visionary Wealth Advisors at his new Collinsville office located at 106 North Clinton, or call Brad at 618-467-8420.
Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces and donates 25 cents a unit sold to first responder and military organizations to aid the fallen and assist with suicide prevention and PTSD awareness. Stop on by. See the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place World Champion Patriot Sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full body approach, whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. We are in Edwardsville tonight for little girls volleyball action. Southwestern Conference portion of the schedule opens up for both of these teams, well, for Collinsville anyway, as they get ready to take on the dreaded Edwardsville Lady Tigers volleyball team. Joining us now, Katie McCarthy, the Lady Kahok volleyball head coach. Let's talk about a few things. We talked about a couple of things in the last pregame show about your zones and where you like to serve them to. And I noticed that the other team does the same thing. I've noticed that all the time anyway, but and I see what you're talking about when you want to pick on somebody, because at the beginning of that game against Altoff, Johnson, the freshman Johnson, kind of struggled. She was in wrong spots and the ball would roll up her arms, and after that they kind of targeted her. So what do you do to counter that?
Yeah, so if you could see me, I was telling her, hey, they're going to serve it at you. Hey, they're going to serve it at you, because I knew that they were going to give it to her every single time. So she was just getting stuck and she wasn't moving her feet. So we really just tried to focus on her moving her feet and getting to the right spot. But usually if that's the case, we kind of shift somebody over a little bit, which we did eventually. And so then they have to, really hit her as a target. And then if worst comes to worst, we can always sub her out too. But yeah, so that's pretty much I think we kept her in for the most part. I've been kind of switching who my libero goes in for in the back row and those rotations. But yeah.
So you got the zones, and you said there's 8 of them? 6. So I'm guessing 3 up front, 3 in the back, right? So I'm guessing most of your serves are going to go to the back. Is it hard to call a zone up front, trying to get the ball over the net that close to the net?
It's not. I mean, it depends on the girl. It's a hard ball to serve receive just because no one's typically standing there. If it's a girl who's standing there, it's typically the middle who doesn't serve receive that often. But it is a harder serve to hit, and it's pretty obvious when you're going to hit it because it has to be a little bit loopier. So if you want it to be successful, it has to be very low to the net, hitting that spot. So typically I don't call that spot. But yes. The
low right over the net. I mean, it's so low that the only other option it has is to hit the net. Is that the preferable serve? Because those, to me, would be tough from the other side.
Yes, that is the preferable. We always try to have them serve below the antenna is usually the goal. So serving between the net and the antenna, because that is it comes over quicker, so you have to react a lot faster on the other side. So typically that's why we do that.
All right, well, Aubrey Johnson more than made up for it with her serves, because in the middle of that Altoff game, she had a run there of 9 straight serves where your team got points, and you're right, the hot hand.
Yeah, she did. She really, it's hard coming into a freshman match into a varsity match as a freshman, and she has no nerves. She comes in ready to go, and that shows with her her serving in that moment too. Coming in and not missing a serve and serving aggressive too. I tell the girls I'd rather have you serve aggressive than lollipop it over. So, yeah, she did a great job.
All right, takeaways from the Altoff contest, positive and negative. Positive first.
I keep saying this over and over again. Our losses so far have been close, and they've been ones where we've really fought, and that to me is a positive. Our girls are not giving up. They believe that they can win, and they don't look at the scoreboard. They just keep fighting for each other and for their team. So I think that is a positive that hopefully will play a significant role in the game tonight, that they keep fighting their butts off the whole time. A negative, I would say, is that we sometimes come out a little slow. That's definitely what happened in the first set against Altoff. We didn't come out with as much fire as I had hoped, so that hopefully tonight, we've talked a lot about that in practice and before today's game. So hopefully they'll come out strong from the beginning. You can't, especially on a good team like Edwardsville, you can't let them take any big runs in the beginning. So it's hard to come back from that.
Yeah, I was going to touch on Edwardsville because that's who we're playing. History not on your side. I was doing my homework, and Collinsville has not beat Edwardsville in a match since 2007. I think you were a freshman that year.
No, that was Michelle's Barsh's year. So shout out to the Gold Olympus. That was the last time we beat them. But yeah, we don't need to think about that. Tonight's the night we break that streak.
Let's hope so. We did it last year for softball, and it's a lot of fun. So when you, how are the nerves coming into a game like this, knowing that this is a team that pretty much owns you guys?
I have no nerves. I tell that to the girls, and honestly, that's what they told me right before we walked in. It's kind of nice being the underdog sometimes. You can kind of come in cool-headed, and I have a lot of confidence. Every time I step out on the court, I believe that we're going to win. So that's how I feel tonight. Even though we're in Edwardsville's gym, I still truly believe that we have a chance to win this game. So,
well, good luck. Go do that.
Thank you.
Katie McCarthy, your Collinsville Lady Kahok volleyball head coach. We'll take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show. When we come back, starting lineups and more coming your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach, whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Whether building a new home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor you can trust. They provide the highest quality, they are dedicated to their customers, and are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call at 618-407-5466, online at pacedesignconstruct.com, or on Facebook at Pace Construction Design.
Just because you can cut your own hair doesn't mean you should. The Shop, a great place in Collinsville for men and boys haircuts, is where you should take your hair. The Shop is owned and operated by Collinsville High School graduates Danny Kress and Jody Neiman, and is located at 103 South Seminary Street in Uptown Collinsville. The Shop isn't just another place to get a haircut, as Danny and Jody take great joy in getting to know their clients and look forward to turning those clients into friends. When you sit in a stylish chair at the Shop, Jody and Danny pride themselves on getting to know you well enough to say, the usual? So, men and boys, if you're tired of the same old cookie-cutter approach to haircuts, check out Danny and Jody at the Shop. You may just walk out with not only a fantastic cut, but you may also walk out with a friend. Or two. The Shop in Collinsville, 618-772-7175. No appointment necessary. The Shop, 103 South Seminary in Uptown Collinsville.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees. Or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200.
Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975. The reviews are in. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is a hit in the Metro East. Folks both local and just visiting the area are calling Old Herald Brewery and Distillery a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is located at 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville and is home to one of the only restaurants in the state with their own brewery and distillery that produces some of the best brews and spirits in the industry. And the food? All created by an in-house chef using local ingredients that will please any palate. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville has daily specials for both inside diners as well as offering curbside pickup specials and family size specials. And don't forget to take home a bottle or a growler of beers brewed on site at Old Herald Brewery and Distillery. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville. Check their Facebook page for daily specials, online ordering at oldheraldbrewery.com, or give them a call at 855-8027. The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and of course, the Collinsville Kahawks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a Kahawks game, or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes at Bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org. Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Extreme Details, owned and operated by former Kahok Jay Merkel. Jay and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details can handle any job, whether you drive a small car, an SUV, or even a bus or an RV. No job is too big or too small at Extreme Details. Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal, and they vacuum every vehicle regardless of what package you choose. Cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and more. Plus, Extreme Details can handle fleet vehicles for your company. Call Jay and the gang at Extreme Details at 977-1224 or visit Extreme Details at 936 St. Louis Road in Collinsville. Check for periodic specials on the Extreme Details Facebook page. Put the shine in your ride with Extreme Details. Once again, welcome back to Edwardsville High School. Todd Duke here with you as we are just about ready to get this thing started with, of course, I do not have a number 2 on my roster because that's a libero for Edwardsville. I was waiting for them to announce starting lineups, but they did not. They went from the national anthem, and now we're underway. And Collinsville collects the first serve received, and Edwardsville trying to return it back over. Number 13, that is Sydney Davis for Edwardsville, and a ball that goes a little bit out of bounds, and it's 1-0 in favor of Collinsville. I don't know. The girls were cheering. I'm waiting for somebody to post a score on the scoreboard. There we go. Wow, we're off to a rip-rousing start here, aren't we? Man, oh man. So 1-0 in favor of Collinsville, and the Kahawks will serve for the first time. Here is Sydney Summer. Summer across the way, and that one's going to go backwards and almost go into the backboard area for the basketball court down here. A little bit farther to the left, and we would have had a 3-point basket. 2-0 in favor of Collinsville. We are underway very early. This is about the time we were expecting to get started with the pregame program, but the JV games ended early. A 2-set sweep by Edwardsville, 25-12, 25-11. And Sydney Summer serve goes out, and Edwardsville is on the board. The history between these two teams, it goes back, well, I can count back 22 years. And it's not a very nice record to look at when you add them up all together, and now we're tied 2-2. Sydney Summer couldn't get to that one over on the far side. 31-6. Edwardsville holds the advantage over Collinsville over the last 37 games. That includes a 3-1 mark in the playoffs against Collinsville. Serve. Riri Hill-Russell lifts it up and set up by Addie, and then too hard for Riri, and Collinsville, after having a 2-0 lead, now trails this by a score of 3-2. Sydney Davis, the 5'10" sophomore, outside hitter for Edwardsville. She serves, and it's picked up by Aubrey Johnson. Addie Johnson sets it up for Jenna Scheller. Scheller knocks it over, and Edwardsville takes care of that. The libero pops it up and all the way into the backcourt. Gabby Say knocks it out, and we are tied at 3. Emma Stouthammer, the libero for Collinsville, checks into the game for the first time here. And Jenna Scheller to the bench. Stouthammer delivers a serve. Picked up over on the far side, set up over here on the near side. Nice job
by Sydney Summer to get to the vacated area. And now a setup over on the far side for Emma Gardner, and she kills one, and Edwardsville retakes the lead by 1, 4-3. So a serve coming up for the libero. Like I said, I don't have a number on her, and they don't have an L, I don't think, listed on their chart here. They do that often with these volleyball games. Well, they don't even have the positions listed. At any rate, she's number 2. Blocked. And a double hit by Collinsville at the net will give Edwardsville another point, and it's 5-3 in favor of the Tigers. Next serve on the way, and picked up by Aubrey Johnson. Addie Johnson sets it up for Megan Johnson. And all the Johnsons get in, or Mackenzie Johnson, excuse me. All the Johnsons get in on the action. That one's hit out. Collinsville gets one of those back, 5-4. Edwardsville remains in front. And back to serve it up for Collinsville will be Mackenzie Johnson, the senior. One of 4 seniors on this team this year for Collinsville. In the back, libero did a nice job before that one ended up going behind her. Oh, that's a beautiful kill shot there by Gabby Say, right down the line. Nothing anyone could do about that. 6-0 in favor of Edwardsville. And back to serve is Madison Veith, the 5'8" senior for Edwardsville. Edwardsville wearing the black. They're in the far part of the court. Collinsville down here, the closest one to us in our location. And we got a little flash on the screen going on. It's Edwardsville, man. We're lucky we're on the air. Riri Hill-Russell tried the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar hook shot over the net, but it did not clear the net. And Edwardsville finds themselves up by 3 now, 7-4. Collinsville led early on here, 2-0. Kahawks have not won a set against Edwardsville since September of 2018. They took the middle set in a 2-1 loss. So it's been 3 years since Collinsville has captured a set. That one belongs to Edwardsville as that ball went to the side of the net right past the antenna. And Edwardsville gets another point. Collinsville wants to call a timeout. We will step aside as well, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Eight to 4 in favor of Edwardsville as we are back here at Edwardsville High School. I'm Todd Duke, glad that you're with us here on a beautiful Thursday in the St. Louis metro area. Gorgeous outside today. Opened up the windows, turned off the air conditioning. Emma Stouthammer couldn't make that dig, and another point on the board for Edwardsville, 9-4. Back to serve it up once again, Madison Veith. She does. In the back, Stouthammer picks it up, moves it up front. Addie Johnson has to come to the middle, and Sydney Summer sends it over. Edwardsville over on the far side. Gardner with a kill shot, and that one is right down the line and good. And it's now 10-4 in favor of the Edwardsville Lady Tigers. Veith on quite the service run here. Hit, and Johnson to Hill-Russell, and that one almost falls down, and Edwardsville finally gets it over. Sydney Summer, Addie Johnson for Riri Russell again. Saved by Aubrey Johnson, but out of bounds. 11-4 in favor of the Tigers. And yes, Madison Veith is still serving. She does so. And that one's in. Stouthammer and Aubrey Johnson decided to let it go. Sydney Summer back there as well, and it just stayed in. So Veith continues her hot service hand. Serve on the way. That one's low, and what a save over there. First of all, by the freshman Johnson, and then the wherewithal by Mackenzie Johnson to stay with it. Got it over, but it doesn't matter because Edwardsville ends up getting the point, but hate to see those efforts go by the wayside like that. That was a strong effort to keep that ball from becoming an ace. And it turns into an Edwardsville point anyway. 13-4 now in favor of Edwardsville. Veith's next serve. Picked up by Aubrey Johnson. Moved up by Sydney Summer. Now Aubrey Johnson has to get it over. She does. And a setup on the near side here. And that one is in on the corner as well. On the kill shot by Edwardsville. I don't have a number 20 on my roster either. Veith yet to serve it up again. And another ace. 15-4. Chloe Carban is number 20. 15-4. Collinsville has a lot of work to do if they want to come back and pull off the upset. Veith ready to serve up another one. Does so. Picked up, pushed up. Addie Johnson had to just get it over. And now another kill try there by Garner. This one Collinsville does pick up. Addie Johnson for Sydney Summer. That one's blocked out right down below by Waltenberger. And it's 16-4 in favor of Edwardsville. Another timeout on the floor. We'll step aside for just a moment as well, and we'll be back after a brief timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background-checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Are the lights on your dashboard putting on a show? Bring it to Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is also a T3 certified tire center. They can handle all of the basics like oil changes and tune-ups and the not-so-basics like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations: Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville. The Collinsville location is at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook.
Back here at Edwardsville High School, 17-4 in favor of Edwardsville. These 1-minute breaks on these timeouts only end up being about 30 seconds. They put a minute up on the clock. Collinsville finally picks up a point on a double hit on the other side by Edwardsville. And it's now 17-5, and we'll see somebody serving the volleyball not named Madison Veith. This will be Aubrey Johnson. Aubrey got that 9-point service run, and that one's out. That'll end that particular run, if you can call one serve a run. 18-5, Edwardsville trying to make quick work of this first set. Emma Garner, 5'10 senior, serving it up now for Edwardsville. She does so, and that was, the referee on the net overruled the corner person with the flag on the out-of-bounds call because that was out. She called it in, and the referee on the ladder on the other side overturned that, so that's a point for Collinsville. 18-6, Riri Hill-Russell back to serve it up, does so. Right in the middle, Libero pops it over, and nice save there by Collinsville's Sydney Summer. Garner now saves it for Edwardsville, sends it over on the far side. That kill shot is inbounds. And Waltenberger with a lot of steam on that one. 19-6. Edwardsville has the lead, and Waltenberger, for her efforts, will go back to serve. She does. It's out. Couple of service errors here and there, and Back to a serve here for Collinsville. Mackenzie Johnson comes back in and takes the place of Megan Summer. I didn't even realize she was out there. I have my computer and my soundboard on 2 chairs, so I have to constantly bend down. And Collinsville gets a point. Net violation there for Edwardsville. So to play my commercials and to update the scoreboard, I have to bend down here to do it, and sometimes I'll miss substitutions. Here's a serve by Collinsville's Addie Johnson, and picked up, moved along, and a kill shot that's a little hard, but nevertheless it went across and stayed in bounds, actually. Now Edwardsville looking to set it up again for Davis. Davis does show a little feather tap of the ball, and that one falls in. And it's 20-8 in favor of Edwardsville. Tigers want to make a couple of changes as well. Lexi Griffin checks back into the game. And she will serve. The 5'8" senior setter pops it up. Saved by Johnson. Addie Johnson gets it over with the second shot. And now Johnson sends it over again, and a nice job trying to find that soft middle. Then it rolls across the net. Edwardsville has to stay alive there. And a kill shot right in the middle. Emma Stouthammer gave it a diving effort, but falls a little short. 21-8 in favor of Edwardsville. Lexi Griffin back to serve it up again for the Edwardsville Tigers. In the middle, picked up by Aubrey Johnson. Addie Johnson setting it up for Sydney Summer here on the near side, but that was probably going to be out of bounds. The libero kept it alive for Edwardsville and ends up being a point for the Tigers anyway. 22-8. These two teams will meet again later on this year at Collinsville, October the 5th. The time got moved up on that game. Something to do with transportation issues. I'm like, you guys already know what the transportation is going to be on October the 5th. Collinsville gets a point back. So, and you got 4:30 is usually when the JV starts. It's not going to start till 5:15, so everything will be pushed up 45 minutes. Here is Sydney Summer ready to serve for Collinsville once again. She does so right down the line. Picked up by Garner. Moved along and over on the far side, and a kill shot that Sydney Summer got to, but that had so much juice on it. It just skipped off of her hands like a rock on a clear lake. 23-9. Serve low and opposite direction where Aubrey wanted it to go. 24-9. And Edwardsville playing for set point here in this first set. Sydney Davis back to serve up another. There it is, and that one's into the net. Collinsville hits double digits, 24-10. Riri Hill-Russell will check back into the game for Jenna Scheller. Emma Stouthammer back to serve. Libero picks it up. Moved on to the middle, and that's a big-time kill shot there by Sydney Harris. And that ends the first set. Edwardsville wins the first set, 25-10. And set number 2 will be coming your way after a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
First National Bank of Waterloo, with over 100 years serving the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their Maryville and Collinsville locations for all of your banking, mortgage, and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call the Collinsville team at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-345-1121 or visit their Maryville and Collinsville locations or online at fnbwaterloo.bank. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Projects in and around your home can be daunting and overwhelming. Take the stress out of those projects and let AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions do all the heavy lifting. Former Kahok Adam Welly can help knock those projects off your list. From framing drywall, painting, and stair work inside to deck work, hardscapes, and concrete and retaining wall construction outside your home, including power washing and brush removal. Whatever the task, AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions can help. Call Adam Welly for a free estimate at AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions, 314-252-8010. That's 314-252-8010. Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside's all-star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Lakeside Roofing, celebrating 50 years of serving the metro area. Choose experience, choose Lakeside. Ogle Auctions in Collinsville, your place for online auctioning. Go to ogleauctions.com to check out the week's items up for auction. Ogle Auctions deals in everyday items like board games, t-shirts, clocks, antique items, and more. To collectible items, anyone in the market for, say, a trolley? Or maybe you're into more treasure troves, like vinyl albums, cars, or motorcycles. And Ogle Auctions is always on the lookout for more auctionable items. Ogle Auctions of Collinsville. Auctions every Sunday at 7 p.m. Check them out at www.ogleauctions.com or call Kim or Mike Ogle at 618-218-2117. Back at Edwardsville High School, Todd Duke with you. 25-10, Edwardsville wins the first set. And we are just about ready to start set number 2. Got some feedback coming from a sound system here in the gym. Well, Collinsville's got some work to do after dropping that first set. As I mentioned, they have not won a set against Edwardsville since 2018. The last time they won a match against Edwardsville, you would have to go back to the Michelle Barsh years, 2007. That was a playoff win here at Edwardsville. After Collinsville lost the regular season matchup against Edwardsville that year. But the 2007 playoffs made up for it. They won that one 2-1. Actually, they went on to win a sectional championship that year. And Collinsville did beat Edwardsville in matches in 2004, 2005, and 2006. The last regular season victory against Edwardsville was in 2006. The last time that Collinsville did it here was in 2005. That was a beautiful save by Sydney Summer. Man, oh man, but unfortunately it was out of bounds. That's a tough break. So it has been quite a while since Collinsville has beaten Edwardsville. 2007 playoffs, 2006 last regular season victory. Here is Riri. Thought about slamming it, instead touched it, and then the slam happened on the other side by Emma Garner. And quickly, Edwardsville has a 2-0 lead. Here is Rachel Heflin. She serves, picked up by Stouthammer. Addie Johnson setting it up for Sydney Summer. No room to slam it, so she just tips it over. And then the slam on the other end comes from the one who served it, Rachel Heflin. 3-0 in favor of Edwardsville. Don't forget, we're back at you tomorrow. Home opener for the football team, looking to go to 2-0 for the first time since 2010. Big win last week over Belleville East, trying to beat Triad tomorrow night in week number 2 in the home opener. On the back line, Stouthammer sends it over to Johnson. Riri Hill-Russell goes up and gets it along with Mackenzie Johnson, and that's blocked right back over immediately by Edwardsville. And they're going to call a net violation against the Tigers, so the point belongs to Collinsville, 3-1. And here is Aubrey Johnson. She serves up. The libero sends it. Griffin sets it up, and Garner kills it again. Emma Garner, 5'10" outside hitter, senior for Edwardsville, as making her presence be felt here tonight.
4-1 in favor of the Tigers. Sydney Harris checks back into the game. She'll go back to serve. She does so, and again, Stouthammer picks it up. Addie Johnson sets it up for Sydney Summer. Didn't get it close enough to the net, so she just got it over. There's a block up front by Hill Russell, but off of her hands and out of bounds. 5-1, Edwardsville with the lead. Freshman lost in the auxiliary gym, 2-0. JV lost 2-0. Varsity's already dropped the first. Collinsville trying to get at least one victory here tonight, but they're going to have to do it from comeback from behind fashion. Here is Addie Johnson. Stouthammer sets it up for Sydney Summer. Summer sends it on over. Gardner keeps it alive, and oh, what a block there by Riri Hill Russell. Collinsville gets the point, 5-2. Edwardsville with the 3-point lead. Russell will go back to serve. Stouthammer to the bench. Jenna Scheller back in. Riri ready to serve. She does, right into the net. First serve she had went too far. Second one goes into the net. 6-2 in favor of Edwardsville. Serve by Madison Veith. She went on quite the run in the first set. Here is Addie Johnson for Jenna Scheller. Scheller sends it into the back corner. It stays in the middle, and now Garner will get it across. She does so, and picked up by Summer. Addie Johnson back to Sydney, and then a pushover by Jenna Scheller. She found the vacant spot, put it right there, 6-3 in favor of Edwardsville. Mackenzie Johnson will serve for the Kahawks. Right down the middle, the libero picks it up. Now Garner kills it again. Garner's already had about 5 or 6 of those here in this game. Garner had 7 kills against O'Fallon on Tuesday night. 7-3, Garner serves, picked up by Summer. Addie Johnson sets it back up for Sydney. She finds the empty spot. Oh, what a dig over there by the libero. And the libero gets it over. Now Addie Johnson sets it up for Sydney Summer. She'll push it all the way into the backcourt. Garner plays it instead of letting it go out of bounds. And now into the backcourt, picked up again by Megan Summer. Addie Johnson sends it over, and she found the spot where no one was. Far side sideline was left wide open. Edwardsville exploits it, and the Tigers now lead 8-3. Garner ready for yet another serve. Here it is. That's out. Stouthammer at the last moment let that one go. And now Collinsville being doubled up here by Edwardsville, 8-4. Megan Summer goes out. Aubrey Johnson comes back in. Sydney Summer to serve. Set up, and a nice dig over there by Mackenzie Johnson, but it went the wrong direction. If it would have popped straight up, her teammates could have helped bail her out. (9-4) in favor of Edwardsville. Stouthammer to Johnson to Scheller. Scheller off of a block. Keeps it alive. Edwardsville trying to get it back over. They do so, but that is out. Oh, called it in. 10-4. I think the scoreboard here is a point behind. Edwardsville's libero serves. That stays way in front of the net. Nice job by Aubrey to keep that alive, and then Stouthammer gets it over. Now a setup and a kill by Sydney Harris. Man, oh man. She's had a couple of those tonight as well. I still think the scoreboard's 1 point behind. They've got it 10-4. I've got it 11-4. I guess we'll all find out here in a little bit, won't we? Stouthammer. And a little miscommunication. I think that Addie Johnson was trying to set that up for Jenna Scheller and ended up going behind Scheller, so she gave up on it. Now we got the scoreboard right. And then that ball just kind of fell in. There's a net ball. Collinsville will get a free point. And back to serve will be Emma Stouthammer. Emma puts it over the net. Moved along and to the side. Nice block over there on the double team. Riri Hill-Russell and Addie Johnson. And then a block out front, and that changed the direction of the ball, and Mackenzie Johnson couldn't get there in time. We will not have a post-game interview. The way to get up here is a little bit too rough and tumble. Not really, but, I mean, it's just in an odd spot, and the bleachers are not out on this side as they are over on the other side, or else the girls could just climb up the bleachers and talk to me, but that ball ends up going out of bounds. You have to go out the door, go down the hallway, take a left, take a right, and then go up the stairs, and, yeah, by the time all that happens, somebody would probably get lost. 14-5 in favor of Edwardsville. Here is Lexi Griffin serving it up. Picked up by Mackenzie Johnson. Addie Johnson sets it up for Riri on the sidelines, taken care of. And another setup here for Edwardsville, and a cross-court kill by Gabby Say makes this a 15-5 contest. Lexi Griffin again, back to serve. Popped straight up. Nice job by Sydney Summer, and then it goes into the net. Once that ball goes into the net, it's tough to recover from, because the ball usually doesn't go into the net and pop back out at you. It goes into the net and then falls straight down. There's Lexi Griffin with another serve. This one is picked up. Addie Johnson sends it over instead of setting it up, and that almost pays dividends from her flat from her back. Griffin saved that ball. Stouthammer, Addie Johnson, Sydney Summer, and down. Collinsville gets one of those back. Kahawks trail by 10. And it will be Addie Johnson who will go back to serve. Addie, nice straight, picked up by the libero, moved over to the side, and Harris sends it across. Picked up, set up, and then blocked out. Aubrey Johnson got up there, but a double team block out sent it right back to where it came from. 17-6 in favor of Edwardsville. Rachel Heflin comes back in to serve. That one's off the top of the net, and that one, hard to react, man. You come barreling full steam ahead thinking that ball is going to come over the net, and then it tips the net, changes directions, and that's called an ace. Here's Stouthammer with the dig, and over here to Sydney Summer, and she didn't get enough of it, and went right under the net. 19-6 in favor of Edwardsville. Collinsville is going to have a comeback from the eternities to come back and win this one. Timeout on the floor. We will step aside for just a moment as well, and we're back after a brief timeout here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Got vinyl? Rich's Record Emporium on Main Street in Collinsville can take care of all of your vinyl needs and more. You can peruse through thousands of records, from country to hard-to-find jazz. And classic rock, it's always in stock at Rich's Record Emporium. Used vinyl by the hundreds, plus new releases by new artists as well as reissues by classic artists. Don't forget to check out the audio room at Rich's Record Emporium. There, you can test out all the latest in audio gear, from top-of-the-line speakers to the latest in new turntables, plus amps, streamers, and all of the accessories like needles, belts, and more. While you're there, check out the music-related wall art, as well as t-shirts, record cleaners, and so much more. Plus, if you can't find it at Rich's, they will do their best to find it for you. Come check out Collinsville's only record store, Rich's Record Emporium, 131 West Main Street in beautiful uptown Collinsville. 618-795-1333, online, richesrecordemporium.com.
Drink it in. Powerful, vibrant, nutrient-rich fuel for healthy, active, experience-rich lives. So you can be your best self, live your best life, and rule the day.
Back at Edwardsville. That one ends up going out. Collinsville gets a point. 9-7 in favor of Edwardsville. And Aubrey Johnson back to serve. Line drive, picked up in the middle, moved up to the front. And another big kill shot there by Sydney Harris. 20-7. And Sydney Harris will now go back in to serve. Megan Summer will come in for Collinsville, take the place of Aubrey Johnson. Megan Summer, a sophomore. Addie Johnson, Riri Hill-Russell. And that one is up into the balcony off the hands of Sydney Harris. Kahok's got 10 points in the last game. Right now sitting at 8. As the sophomore Gracie Combs will come in. Play a little varsity action here. First time I've seen her on the varsity side this year. She may have played in a game that we haven't done, in Breeze, for instance. Not sure. Gracie sends it across. And right back onto the back line. Nothing anyone could do about that. And now Combs will go out for Stouthammer. 21-8 in favor of Edwardsville. Edwardsville coached by Heather Olau in her second year. And Madison Veith serves it up again. Picked up by Sydney Summer. Moved along by Addie Johnson. And Summer sends it back across. Over on the far side, Garner off a block and out of bounds. Another point for the Tigers. They are 3 points away from sending Collinsville home early. Freshman lost in 2 sets. JV lost in 2 very quick sets. And Collinsville in jeopardy. 3 points away from dropping the varsity match in 2 sets. Veith sends it across. Stouthammer and Megan Summer pick it up. And then Scheller sends it all the way back to the back line. Saved once again. Garner has to get it over. She does so. Stouthammer gets it right back over. And that's a double hit. That actually, Garner hit it with her hands. Then it hit her in the face. So that's a double hit, and Collinsville will pick up the point. Okay. They're going to reverse that? Or what are they calling it here? Because the scoreboard still says 22-8. Veith serves. I have no idea what just happened. Addie Johnson, Scheller sends it onto the back line. Ball has a lot of spin on it. And sent over, and Addie Johnson couldn't get out of there in time. Well, I guess they took the point away from Collinsville. And I'm guessing it was just a redo. Like it never happened, folks. Like it never happened. 23-8. And again, Veith to serve. Picked up in the middle. Addie Johnson sets it up for Sydney Summer over here on the near side sideline. Now a set up back the other way, and that one's off of a hand and over the head of Addie Johnson, and the Edwardsville Lady Tigers are 1 point away from a quick 2-set victory here tonight. And Veith has been serving up a lot of these. Madison Veith sends the ball over, picked up by Summer. Moved along by Addie Johnson and Jenna Scheller for the kill attempt, and that's picked up by Edwardsville. Here's Garner off a block, and that ends up going on the wrong side of the antenna. So Collinsville picks up a point. 24-9. And Sydney Summer back to serve. She does so. Picked up in the back by the libero. Moved over for Garner. And that one's out of bounds. Collinsville hits the 10-point plateau for the second game in a row. That was not Garner. That That was Carbon or Carban. So I think we had another reversal. And now with the unclimactic finish, we'll take a point away from Collinsville and give one to Edwardsville, and that is going to do it. Collinsville loses in straight sets to the Edwardsville Lady Tigers, and the volleyball program suffers a 0-for-6 night here in Edwardsville. That'll bring us into our postgame show, brought to you by Cafe Agape in Collinsville. Cafe Agape, the home of the Kahok chicken sandwich. Cafe Agape since 2012, offering catering and some of the best home-cooked food in the area. Call Cafe Agape at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. Very short version of the Cafe Agape pregame or postgame show comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Kahok sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Kahok sandwich. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you. Having problems keeping your ride on the road? Roadman Automotive in Collinsville can help you keep your ride rolling. Roadman Automotive offers everything from diagnostic tests when that check engine light comes on to tune-ups, alignments, brake and suspension work, and more. Oil changes at Roadman Automotive start at just $35. Roadman Automotive is open from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday and is located at 936 St. Louis Road in Collinsville. Check out the Roadman Automotive Facebook page for daily specials. Call Roadman Automotive at 618-223-1878, online at roadmanautomotivecollinsville.com. Roadman Automotive. Keep your ride on the road with Roadman Automotive. In times of financial uncertainty, how can you stay on track? Call on someone who's invested in your success. In Collinsville, that person is Jason Regg, your Collinsville Edward Jones financial advisor. Jason Regg will work to build a complete picture of your financial life, including your unique goals and passions. Jason Regg of your Collinsville Edward Jones office plays a big part in the community and the Collinsville Unit 10 School District with his Kahok Educator of the Month award. To take care of the things along the path of you and your family's financial journey, call Jason Regg at the Collinsville Edward Jones office at 618-344-0252. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Kahok sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Kahok sandwich. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you.
Back here at Edwardsville High School, I'm Todd Duke, and back in the Cafe Agape post-game show, a very abbreviated one, as we have no guests to speak to us tonight due to our location. Figured it would just be easier that way. We'll make it up at some point, sooner or later in the season. Well, we actually did the Cafe Agape post-game show or pregame show lasted forever in that soccer game the other night. At any rate, a 0-for-6 night here for Collinsville. Freshmen lost in straight sets to the Edwardsville freshman team. The JV team lost 25-12 and 25-11. And also in straight sets, the varsity team loses tonight 25-10 and 25-9. Our next broadcast will be tomorrow from Kahok Stadium. It's the home opener for the football team. Collinsville looking to go 2-0 for the first time to start a season since 2010. Last time the Collinsville Kahok football team made the playoffs. So if you can't make it tomorrow, tune in and find out along with us if they do indeed pick up the back-to-back wins to open the season. We'll be on the air about 6:40 with the pregame show, and kickoff is set for 7 o'clock. Big thank you to Katie McCarthy joining us in the pregame interview. My name is Todd Duke, and until tomorrow night, everyone have yourselves a fantastic rest of your evening.